Hello, Soul Family. My name is Geeta, and welcome to your live readings. If you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If for some reason you felt like you've missed out on your reading, you can always contact me, email, or Instagram. It's all in the video description at GeetaGalaway or xtwinflamesx@gmail.com. All right, let me set this up. Still trying to figure out what days YouTube likes me on, or if they even like me at all live anymore. I know some of you like me live. Also trying to figure out, like, do they want tags? Because we used to want tags. Now they don't even let us add tags before we go live. Unless I go on a computer and do it manually after I go live. So I'm not 100% sure what YouTube wants. So I'm just trying a little bit of everything until we get there. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it while I'm setting up the live stream. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do this on my laptop without the other. My keyboard, I should have brought it. Maybe I should use my mouse or something. I gotta go find it. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I went live last night, so I don't know if YouTube is going to be mad at me for doing that. Sometimes they're like, yes, do stuff. And sometimes they're like, no, you can't do that. We like it when you do this. But I don't know what they like. They just keep changing all the time. So I don't know what they want. All right. Now I can share it because I got to share it. Oh, we got to 122,000 subscribers now. It's like crazy that I don't get more people in my live streams because I have so many subscribers. All right. Oh, there's a bunch of people. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I just got here. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey, Sag Girl, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey, Shannon. If you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Hey, Leslie. Hopefully you're doing really well. Hey, Annie. How are you doing? Trying to get my internet to come on, internet. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If you do miss out on your reading, then you can always hit me up on Instagram, or you can email me twinflamesx@gmail.com or at GeetaGalaway for Instagram. What's this? Let me pick something that... All right. Well, once I receive your payment, I will add you to the list, Sag Girl, aka Shannon or Louise. Yeah, maybe are you Louise? I don't know. Shannon is one of those names that could be a boy or a girl. I know people named Shannon that are women, and I've known men who are named Shannon. My daughter's uncle's name is Shannon. Hey, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right. Hey, Ruth, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey, Carla, how are you doing? The list is open if you'd like to get a reading. Or you can just say something, I don't know. to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey, I think, is that Gislin? If you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Lord. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful evening. If anybody would like a personal reading or order any other services, you can see all that's available in the video description, along with different payment options that are available. Thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that and the different reading options in the video description below. In the video description is all the different reading options and prices that are available. They start at $5.55. Just clarifying the machine, sorry. If I want to talk to you, I can't. Just going to keep reading our old conversations. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. Please get me, I'm tired of my current situation. That's why there's something I need to tell you. I do not accept Super Chat for payments for readings. If you'd like to have a reading, please see how to do that in the video description where it explains how to get a reading. You should be able to reverse the payment pretty easily on YouTube. I can't do it though. I have no power over it. All right, let's see. No, I don't have a payment from you on PayPal. I'm glad you enjoy my shorts. Thank you. It's not showing up. It's almost 11:11. I thought it would be funny if it showed up at 11:11. Maybe it's waiting to show up at 11:11. It's 11:11. Nope. Usually it goes through pretty quickly. Nope, I don't have a payment, honey. Oh, now it does. It's 11:11. It's 11:11. It did it 11:11. You sent me 11:11 and it showed up at 11:11. That's funny. I don't know what time it is there, but it's 11:11 here. All right. So your name is Joseph? And you ordered a mini reading, I think, isn't that mini reading? Yeah, it's mini. I get a lot of people who order like the mini in-depth readings and stuff. Go ahead and post your question. It is for real synchronicity. Go ahead and post your question. Make sure you post your real first name, if your person's real first name, and both of your full date of birth. Is that your birthday? The 2/20/1970. Happening. I also have Yvette. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, your birthday is February 20th, right? And hers is April 19th. I'm just trying to make sure I know who's who. Ex long-term partner, ghosting. I'm sorry to hear that. I have a quick reading for Yvette. You're going to be after Joseph. Hey, Sky, how are you doing? See if I can. I got a couple short readings going on, but nothing too serious. I got you, honey. I have you, Yvette. You're after Joseph. All right, so Joseph, you're new here, so I'm going to explain what I do. So first, you ordered a mini reading, and for the readings, what I do is I speak to angels, okay? And so the first reading I do is purely the cards and my input, and then then I give you their input, and theirs is not through cards, theirs is through energetic scan. Okay. Which I know that sounds weird, but it's a thing that's real. It's something that nobody else is doing this. The reason why they make sense is because I channeled them through the angels. It's like I had to do that when I first started making shorts. If I didn't have them targeting, like channeling something, it just ended up not making sense. And so sometimes they'll even surprise me. Like sometimes it'll be like the song, right? And then I'll pull the card, and the word that's in the song will be in the card. That's like so crazy when that happens. I'd be legit like pulling the cards, and be like, holy shit. But that's what I had to do. Otherwise, it would sound, they would not work. Otherwise, it'll make sense. And her birthday is Catherine. Okay. Make sure I'm spelling it right. All right. And the question is, they're currently, okay, so what do you want to know? Their energy towards you, their intentions, where the connection's headed, current feelings, thoughts. What do you think would be best? Oh, she's doing good. She had her first day of school today, Sky. In a new school. She's never been to a new school before. I know you got to pick one of those, honey. You can't ask all of them. So once you can clarify to me what you would like to know, I can get started on that for you. Current feelings? All right. All right. Please tell me, what is Catherine's? Please tell me. Yeah, first day. And she's never she's only ever been to one school her whole life, so it's interesting for her to go to a new school. The school here is better though. Alright, please tell me, what is Catherine's current feelings? Let me make sure that's correct. I just want to be 100% sure. Yeah, Catherine, okay. I just want to make sure. Alright, what is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? What are Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? You're Aquarius and it's Aries. And she's all wore out. Please tell me, what are Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph, please? What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? This is the 9 of Swords reversed. What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? Just trying to make a choice. What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? What's Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? You weren't married or anything, were you? What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? I find the 9 of Swords reversed. Clarifying the Lovers. Oof. Clarifying Justice in the reverse. That's what I figured. But it's reading like you broke up and the King of Wands in the reverse. It's let me get everything. It's saying a lot here. Clarifying the Two of Swords. All right. Bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, King of Swords reversed. That's sad. I'm sorry, Joseph. This like what it's saying is really sad. It's saying that you're confused because you feel like there's been a painful ending to like something that you're feeling really emotionally fulfilled in. And you're wanting to like reconcile and stuff. That's what it's saying in the underlying energy. So this is like your backstory here. This right here. This is why this is here. Your energy is very sweet. And let me get the rest of the cards. Anybody like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. How you been doing, Sky? What's been going on with your job situation and with your man? Please tell me, what is Catherine's current feeling towards Joseph? What are Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? What is Catherine's current feelings towards Joseph? Clarifying the Eight of Cups. We have I'm afraid of change. Clarifying. You weren't married, but you're together for 10 years. Clarifying the Two of Cups reversed. Does she want to get married? I would hurt others for you. Clarifying the Six of Wands in the reverse. My heart is so broken. Clarifying the Eight of Wands. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. This is going to be hard. Clarifying the Page of Swords. And I'm afraid of what others will think. Bottom of the deck. I'm just going to put it here. I want to grow old with you. I'm lying. I'm done with the karmic. Everything you've said has made me question my whole reality. And we even have, I keep saying synchronicities about you, 11. That could be you. That could be your energy. Oh, yeah. She didn't have that many friends there. She didn't like nobody. Okay, Joseph, I'm going to say something. I hope you're ready because it's not nice. Let me see what they're saying. Okay, so she's brokenhearted. That there's been some kind of, and the reason why I asked if you're married is because justice is in the reverse. Sometimes it can indicate divorce or something. Yeah, I'm seeing her making a choice in love. I would hurt others for you. So it's talking about her making a choice in lovers. Lovers is like her OG, the choice. Two of Cups reverse is breaking up. That's her feelings. There's something she was worried about in relation to you, and she's decided to not worry and to just walk away and follow her heart. Even though I'm seeing her being afraid of change, she is brokenhearted, and the reason why she's brokenhearted is because of this injustice. Except it's not saying what's caused the injustice. It could be that she did the injustice to you, or the other way around. I don't know which one it is. It doesn't say. But She feels very passionate about the person that she's met. Okay, that's what I was going to say. I didn't know if he knew there was another person. So, um, I was like, I don't know, not excited about telling you that. But she feels like the person is really amazing, and she's still watching you online and trying to make a decision that she's struggling to make at this point. Hang on, I want to clarify. Clarify the Two of Swords. What do you want to catch? She's trying to still decide if she wants to be with this other person or you. For the most part, she feels very like swept off her feet by this other person, but at the same time, I'm not sure when she feels bad about what she's doing, so she's got guilt going on, and I mean, it says like I don't know, that could be your energy, but what happened? Something happened. Is it just that she met someone new? Maybe you guys like kind of got comfortable with each other, and then someone else started giving her attention. I don't know. It's reading like that's what it's kind of reading like, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to decide. She hasn't 100% decided. Most of the time, I think when people are ghosting is because they're messing with somebody else anyways. All right, so they're saying that her energy is conflicted. There's affection and memory, and it's still present, but layered with avoidance. It's not hatred, it's not indifference, and it's more like she doesn't want to confront the mirror of herself. She sees through you. Joseph's energy is reaching out heavily, almost tugging at her field, wanting acknowledgement, wanting resolution. That intensity may be part of what makes her pull away further. There's pain in his solar plexus and heart chakra, where ghosting always stings the most. It makes someone feel unseen and powerless. Kellyanne's saying that this isn't about Joseph not being enough. It's about Catherine choosing escape rather than dialogue. That is her wound, not his failure. Oriel says, ghosting leaves an echo that can feel like abandonment, but it also gives Joseph a chance to rediscover his own song without depending on her response. Archangel Michael says, her silence cannot diminish the truth of his worth. All right, I want to see the other part. Hang on. Catherine's energy towards Joseph right now is curious, cautious, and slightly warmed by his presence. There's attraction, but not rushing. It feels like her aura is leaning closer, but her mind is still weighing what it means. So there's the weighing of options. She sees Joseph as steady and safe, a steady and safe presence compared to chaos she has known. She notices his strength, that he doesn't try to dominate her, but her fire is cautious, and she doesn't want to lose control of herself. I mean, it happens to everybody, long-term relationships, Right, there's both intrigue and guard. She has affection, but she holds part of it back until she feels certain she won't be hurt. She's testing his intentions. Her private thoughts asks, does he want me for me, or because I feel something in him? See, so she's like kind of questioning, like, what do you really want her for? Do you want her, I'm just speculating what women say shit like this. But does he want me because I, do the laundry and wash the dishes, or does he want me because, he loves me? Would he still want me if I didn't do those things? Those kind of things. So I think that she's struggling with those things. But the thing is also is it's not like a lot of women try to place everything, all the blame on the men a lot of times, but it's not always like that, because a lot of men They just don't even know anything is really wrong until they're gone sometimes. So I think, better communication needs to be made for the most part. It's not always the man not doing stuff, it's sometimes the women. Usually they're both doing a little bit of something, right? To help get there after a long-term relationship. Archangel Michael says she's testing his intentions and her. Yeah, does he want me for me? She will not lower her guard unless she feels consistency, not words, but steady actions. So if you weren't married, maybe she wanted to get married and you weren't marrying her. That could have been another issue. I feel like that she's still attracted to you. I think that she feels heavily confused, to be honest with you. So I don't know what else this other person is that she's fucking with. What's going on with this person? But I don't know how long. Did you say how long this has been going on? If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. So this one's tough, Joseph. Now, the reading, because her feelings towards you imply that she felt something is missing in her relationship. I'm not going to sit here and act like everybody was perfect, but I'm also not going to act like she was a saint or something. You know what I mean? Everybody does stuff. I'm sure that things could get sorted. I don't know. It doesn't feel like they couldn't get sorted out, is all I'm saying. Hey, I'm going to ask them something. Where is their connection currently headed? There are some things that we could do because I can sense there's something messing with her mind, to be honest with you. And energetically, that can be cleared. You're coming up next. It's not real, though. It's not a real cat. It's just a stuffed cat. Everybody always thinks it's like wanting to know if it's real. All right, so I did ask where the connection is currently headed. Joseph, I would suggest a connection, a soul contract review and connection type to see what's going on in your connection. See what what tests or whatever you're going through. All right, so current trajectory, Catherine is in retreat mode. Her energy is pulled back, cocooned. She doesn't want to face the intensity of their history right now. And so silence feels safer for her than truth. That's why she's ghosting. Joseph is reaching forward. His field is open, searching, aching to understand, wanting clarity, but his pull feels stronger than her push, which creates a loop. The more he pulls, the more she hides. This doesn't mean she feels nothing. It means that she's avoiding responsibility for her feelings. Kilian says, which is one of my guides, their bond of 10 years cannot be erased. It leaves permanent flame threads in the field. But Catherine is resisting, and her resistance keeps the current stagnant unless she faces herself. The thread frays. Right now, the connection bends towards pause rather than reunion. If she does not step forward, Joseph will eventually carry the melody alone, learning freedom through the ache. So you'll learn to move on, basically. Archangel Michael is saying the likely path is closure rather than rekindling, unless Catherine makes a clear, conscious choice to re-engage. In the near future, 1 to 3 months, expect continued silence from Catherine. In the longer span, 6+ months, if Joseph shifts focus inward and heals the pull, the connection becomes background energy rather than active partnership. This creates space for him to attract someone aligned rather than waiting for Catherine's inconsistency. It is cute. No, I do not have any free readings available right now. Thank you. If you would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. So I'm sorry for your situation, Joseph. All right, so it's Yvette's turn. Go ahead and post your question, Yvette. Make sure you post it with your first name and your full date of birth. Even though I think that's your first name. Some people surprise me though. They come up with 3 different names or 4, sometimes 4 names. But like, I'll get a payment with one name, their screen name will be a different name, and then they'll post that they're different. Their name is completely different from either of those names. That's why I ask. All right, I'm just waiting for Yvette to post her question. That would be great, and then we can get started. All right, so you're Yvette. Can I have the year you were both born as well? I don't use initials. If you can't ask a question without using initials, I can't give you a reading, honey. You might as well just ask about anybody. Winnie the Pooh. Initials don't work. It's like, it's not enough. It's like you're on a radio and you're trying to tune into a certain station, and I can't without the correct information. I have to know what to tune into. I have to tune into the correct frequency. And your first name and the full date of birth is the frequency that I would tune into. So I need that information. That's why it says all questions require first names and date of birth. And you can't have thoughts and feelings. You can have thoughts or feelings, one or the other, not both. Okay. All right. Committee, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, event. All right, so your birthday is August 28th. If you come back either the day before, the day of, or the day after of your birthday and get a reading, you get a free quick reading with it, with a purchase of a reading. Just so you know, you're 1991. And Janice. Trying to put it all together. You have your birthday twins, okay? What are you, like, cousins or something? All right, here we go. All right, please tell me, what are Janice's current thoughts towards event? What are Janice's current thoughts towards event? No, this came out. That could be missing you. So let's see. I don't usually count them, but that was pretty blatant. It just came out again. All right, what is Janice's current thoughts towards event? What are 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 Janice's current thoughts towards event? If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. What are Janice's current thoughts towards event? What are Janice's current thoughts towards event, please? Clarifying the world in the reverse. Clarifying the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Hey, Natasha. If you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. What are Janice's current thoughts towards the event? Clarifying the Lovers in the reverse. Clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So, like, there's something definitely going on. I feel like that she's really confused about what's going on between the two of you. Looks like there's some kind of injustice. I don't know if it's like this person's perceiving this as this and it's not true. You know how this person feels, she feels kind of sad. She feels like there's unfinished business and she's wanting to put down a burden when it comes to the situation, but like there could be an issue with somebody's mother, and some kind of rejection energy. There's some kind of family disconnect here I'm seeing, and there's maybe even some kind of jealousy or just very emotional upset. A lot of emotions. If it's like, if this doesn't even, like, you've never even heard of anything like this could be something that either the person has built up in their mind and it's not true, or the other thing that it could be is that maybe there's some family stuff that's not going on. The person also could be like depressed or something. She doesn't seem very happy. Let's just say that. But there's an energy here of some kind of injustice or an imbalance. I feel like she's feeling abandoned. So there's definitely something going on here. There's some kind of drama going on. Let me see what they're saying. All right, so surface thoughts. Janet sees Yvette as independent and more free-spirited than she admits out loud. She thinks Yvette does things her own way, sometimes without explaining. Okay. There's a part of Janice that admires this, but also another part that feels Yvette can be hard to reach emotionally. Underneath the surface, Janice quietly compares herself to Yvette more than she would ever say. This creates a subtle push-pull admiration, but also moments of envy or feeling overshadowed. She wonders if Yvette judges her in return, which makes her sometimes hold back warmth out of self-protection. Heart level truth. Despite all the mental Virgo analysis, Janice truly cares for Yvette. She sees her as family and recognizes her strength even when she gets caught up in little criticisms or misunderstandings. She does not want to lose that bond. It's just like, it's a very interesting energy. Because without really looking into it, if you were just looking on the surface, you may not perceive it in this way. It might just look like, oh, maybe they don't care or something, but it's more like emotional confusion and upset. Because it feels like confusion on her part. Yeah, I feel like something like, and she may be thinking like maybe somebody's saying something to you and they're not, or she might think that there's somebody like a family member, like the Empress reverse could be like a mother figure, and this person could be, she could be thinking that this person is talking in your ear and that maybe they're not even doing that at all, and you don't know what they're upset, why she's even upset. Kaleon says Janice respects Yvette's resilience, but if she critiques the way that she carries it. Oriel says there's an unspoken longing for closeness, but pride and Virgo reserve hold Janice back from expressing it openly. Archangel Shamuel, her thoughts bend between admiration, comparison, and care. The care is what lasts. Yeah, there's like a, where's here's the jealousy. It's like a family jealousy. But I honestly think that she cares. I think that she just one thinks that maybe somebody said something to you about her, and maybe she doesn't want to face it. There's a bunch of things going on. But I feel like that what's really causing the issue is this Empress energy here. I feel like this is like some kind of female mother figure who is kind of fucking everything up, making her feel rejected, even though it's not like true. Yes. So it's not that she doesn't care, but she's like built all these like crazy thoughts up in her mind. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So sorry you're going through that. But I do think that she cares. She just, I don't know. It feels like she thinks other people are against her. And she thinks that you're grouped in with one of them, with them. Yeah, there's like some jealousy showing up in your reading. But I feel like that she's built up things in her mind that's not really like true. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would just be like, I'm sorry. I would just say to her, I'm sorry for whatever you're going through, but that's not my perspective on it, and I hope things get better for you. Um, the door's open if you want to, act right or whatever. But, you can't, make somebody act right. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. Well, you can always check out the other services I have available and see if they can help you in your situation. It may not be that. She could have some thought forms looping thoughts into her mind or mimics, things like that. There could be entities in her brain that are telling her things that aren't true, because that is a thing. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.